5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All systems go with Josh Appelbaum starts now.
Hello and welcome to episode 553 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. I am your host, Josh Appelbaum. What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday. It's officially hump day, guys. That means we are halfway through our work week, and we're almost done with the month of July this week, next week, and then it's August. And then, football is really right around the corner, and you're starting to see a lot of football talk pick up across the hashtag gambling Twitter world. Also saw a bunch of layoffs at ESPN yesterday. Hate to see that. Guys like Carl Ravitch and people that have been around there forever. So if you're a part of this cold heartless world, everyone gets laid off at some point. It's happened to me before. So I just want to give a shout out to those people who got some unfortunate news yesterday, but keep grinding. And if you have a passion for something, you just stick with it, and you keep your head up and stay positive here. Looking toward today, guys, going to get right back to Major League Baseball. It's a huge slate today, 17 games overall. There are a pair of doubleheaders. I didn't want to force too many plays, so let's just try to stick with our 3-pack here. I have 3 bets overall, all of which are relatively short moneyline favorites. All 3 of them have really good sharp mush edges. A couple of them have some really good rhythm recommendations as well. So you guys know the drill. 3 plays. Let's try to go 2-1 and eke out a winning night. And I will just give you a little tease. We got a couple day games, one of which is the Red Sox and the Orioles. Can the Red Sox win 15 straight and tie the 1946 Red Sox, the Ted Williams Red Sox, for the longest win streak in history? Well, I do have a play on this early game. That's why I wanted to get the pot out as soon as I could to see if you wanted to ride with me. But a 3-pack overall. Again, let's try to go 2-1, eke out a winning day. Now, looking toward yesterday, guys, nothing went our way. Just one of those gross days where, boom, you go 0 for 3, you strike out. 0 for 3, minus 3 units. The Braves let us down early. Complete no-show at home against the Padres, who stink. They kind of got back into that game until Tatis hit a bomb. I think it was 474 feet, the longest homer of the year. At the time, it was 6-3, and Braves had just scored. Then it's 8-3, and they get taken to the woodshed. So Braves, no-show. The Nationals were a tough one because the Nats lost 8-7 against Colorado. They were up, they were down, they tied it. They gave up a home run to Hunter Goodwin to trail 8-7 going into the 9th. And they bring on Romano, who's got an ERA of like 7, and he goes 1-2-3 against the Nats. That one was an annoying one because that was a good sharp line move, and rhythm was heavy on the Nats as well. But that's baseball. And then late night, you're like, okay, Seattle, you can win, right? At least give us a 1-2. Nope, Seattle, no show offensively, lose 4-2 to Cincinnati. So if you're playing baseball, if you're, again, betting all year long, you're going to have nights like that where nothing goes your way. Got some CLV on pretty much every play. But a long season, there's going to be those nights where you strike out. There are going to be those nights where you go 3-0. So unfortunately for us, last night was a night where we got no breaks, and the teams we bet on didn't show up for us. But that's okay, because we tried to stay disciplined with our bankroll management. That's why I try to stick to 3 bets a night and see if we can bounce back. And the sun came up, so it's another opportunity here to hopefully get back in the green. So that being said, let's waste no more time because I got some early games I want to hit on. And I want to start with a 1:35 p.m. Eastern Time first pitch. The Orioles visiting the red-hot Red Sox. Now, let's talk line moves, split system matches. I'll give you my play for this one. So, this is the first game of a day-night doubleheader. I'm talking about the first game, the 1:35 game. The late-night game tonight is 7:10, so this is the first game. This is a makeup because yesterday's game was rained out. And again, this is all about the Red Sox to me. They're 51-48. They just took the series opener on Monday. Remember, we played them. They came through with a huge Caleb Durbin homer, won 6-5. Came through as a minus 165 home favorite. The rematch for this afternoon, again, first game of the doubleheader, the 1:35 game. The O's, who come in 49-52, they're going to go with the righty Dean Kramer. He's 1-2 with a 4.15 ERA. The Sox are going with the lefty Jake Bennett. This kid's been good. 5-3, 2.35 ERA. He's a big 6'6 lefty. Now, what have we seen across the market? Well, this game opened Red Sox around a minus 140 home favorite, Baltimore around a plus 120 road dog. And reminder, the Red Sox have a 14-game win streak going. So I mentioned this 2 nights ago when we played them and said, okay, they're my favorite team, but I'm not going to bet on them just because I want the win streak to continue. We played them a couple nights ago because they had sharp splits and sharp line movement in system matches. I mentioned yesterday how yesterday's game had ended up getting rained out, so it didn't matter. But there was a pitching change. The line went away from them. The splits were on Baltimore, so that would have been a no play for me. But you know what today, guys? This first game here, I'm playing Boston. Not because I desperately want to see them win 15 in a row, but because they match as a system play for us. So the reason why I like Boston, first off, line movement. We've seen some steam hit the Red Sox. They opened minus 140. They're now up to minus 155, minus 160. So big steam in their direction. Tells me wise guys have been laying this chalk here with the Red Sox at Fenway. Let's go over to Circa. Out in Vegas, really sharp splits on Boston. 77% of money line bets, 98% of money line dollars. So a big, heavy low bets, higher dollar split on the Red Sox. Further validation that smart money's in their favor. One of my favorite system matches also is on Boston here. When both teams are coming off a day off, that's the case here because yesterday was a rain out, take the home favorite. Those teams are 62 and 28, 69% with a 16% ROI this year. Red Sox are also 4-0 in Bennett's last 4 starts. And get a load of this. He's made 3 starts in July. He's only given up 2 earned runs in 20.2 innings pitched. That is a 0.87 ERA. Red Sox also, knock on wood, have the better bullpen, especially day off yesterday. So Chapman and Whitlock and some of these guys got another day of rest. But they have a team ERA of 3.09. That is tied for the best in baseball. Orioles have the 16th bullpen ERA, 4.15. Oh, by the way, Baltimore, they're only hitting .232 against lefties this year, facing the southpaw Bennett today. That ranks 24th in Major League Baseball. So I'm not backing the Red Sox because of this win streak, and I just want to ride the hot team. I'm backing them because they have a low bets, higher dollar split in Vegas. They got a really good sharp steam move, good system match, better bullpen, and hopefully the better pitcher on the bump. So in addition to that, I did notice a 20%, pretty good, 20% sharp mush edge on the Red Sox from our friends at Juice Reel. And then also one rhythm recommendation lighting up on Boston as well. So first bet of the day, if we could start the day off with a winner, that'd be great, especially after going 0 for 3 yesterday. I got the Red Sox minus 150 at the score. Shop around a lot of books now closer to minus 160. Reminder, this is the first game, the early game, the 135 game. Next bet for you. Let's look at a late afternoon matchup, 3:40 p.m. Eastern Time, where we have the Athletics, not the Oakland A's, not the Sacramento A's, I guess technically Sacramento A's, the future Vegas A's, visiting the Arizona Diamondbacks. Now, this is the rubber match of a 3-game interleague series. The Athletics, who are 43 and 58, they won the opener 5-2. They came through as a plus 125 road dog. Then we saw the Snakes, who are 52 and 49, bounce back with a 6-5 win in extras yesterday. Came through as a minus 140 home favorite. So pitching matchup here for this late afternoon finale. We got the A's going with the lefty Gage Jump. He's 3 and 5 with a 3.78 ERA. Diamondbacks, meanwhile, going with the veteran righty Merrill Kelly. He is 7 and 8 with a 5.20 ERA. And what have we seen across the market? Well, this game opened Arizona a very short minus 115 home favorite. The A's around a minus 105 road dog. And Sharps have pounced on the Snakes laying short chalk at home because we've seen Arizona get steamed up minus 115 all the way now to minus 130. So about a 15-cent steam move in favor of Arizona. Tells me smart money has been laying it here with the Snakes. At Circa, good split, 70% bets, nearly 80% dollars on Arizona. So it tells me that the bigger, sharper wagers out in Vegas, especially at Circa, who caters to wise guys and doesn't turn them away, also going with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Then we get into some system matches. So one in particular, just generally speaking, would be a interleague favorite. Lack of familiarity, typically benefiting, quote-unquote, the better team. But if we also look at home favorites minus 140 or less, who missed the playoffs the previous year, facing an opponent who also missed the playoffs the previous year, again, D-backs would match. Those teams are 120 and 76, 61%, 11% ROI this year. If you're an interleague home favorite off a win, taking in line movement, 45 and 19, 70%, 29% ROI since the start of last year. And generally speaking, National League teams in interleague play, they've had the edge here. NL teams are 252 and 215. That's a 54% win rate, 3% ROI. Now, Gage Jump, in his last 5 starts, the A's are 0-5. He's posted a 6.57 ERA in 3 July starts. He's given up 9 earned runs and 12.1 innings pitched, so I want to fade Jump. And I actually want to back Merrill Kelly because if you look at his stats overall, 7-8, 5.20 ERA, not very good. But knock on wood, he's been really good in July. He's made 3 starts in July. He has a 2.12 ERA. He's only given up 4 earned runs in 17 innings pitched. Arizona, by the way, facing the lefty jump. Did you know the D-backs are the best team in baseball against lefties? They're hitting 270. Again, first in MLB. Diamondbacks also 30-22 at home, a winning home team. A's 23-28 on the road, a losing road team. So big steam on Arizona. We got some good splits, ton of good system matches. Hopefully Kelly greater than jump. And we also have a 25%, pretty good 25% sharp mush edge on the D-backs from our friends at Juice Reel. So I'm going Diamondbacks here, guys. I got them minus 125 at Bally Bet. Shop around because most books now around minus 130. Last bet of the night, 6:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Let's look at the LA Dodgers visiting the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, this is the rubber match of a 3-game series. We had the Phils, who are 56-46, take the opener 10-7. They came through as a minus 155 home favorite. Then the Dodgers, who are 64-38, they hung on to win 2-1 yesterday, cashing as a minus 105 road dog. And if you saw the end of that game, Real Muto made a terrible base running blunder. Basically, it was second and third. There was a hit to third, and they had the runner who was at third picked off, and Real Muto ran off of second and was basically on third base, and he should have just stayed there because he would have been safe. The guy at third would have been out, so it would have been 2 outs, I think, down by 1 with a man on third. Instead, for whatever reason, he ran back to second, and they threw him out. So maybe just a blunder, who knows, but tough one if you're with the if you had the Phillies last night. Great if you had the Dodgers. But anyway, in tonight's series finale, the Dodgers are going with the lefty Eric Lauer. He's 4-5 with a 4.81 ERA. Phillies, meanwhile, they're going to go with the righty Aaron Nola. He's 3-7 with a 5.68 ERA. Now, what have we seen across the market? Well, this game opened at basically a pick'em. Most books are around minus 110 both sides. Some books slightly. Dodgers minus 115. But regardless of the opener, all movement has been toward the Dodgers. Give me the Dodgers here, guys. Pretty rare value spot to get them at a very cheap money line price with a line move, because we have seen the Dodgers get moved up to minus 120 or even minus 125. Splits look really good on the Dodgers. Over at DK, 80% bets, 98% dollars on the Dodgers. Over at Circa, 63% bets, 96% dollars on the Dodgers. So low bets, higher dollars, and line movement all lighting up here in favor of the Dodgers. Also, good system match here would be number one, non-division favorite. So lack of familiarity, typically benefiting the better team. But in particular, when both teams are above 500, you have 2 good teams facing off. Just take the team who's receiving line movement in their favor. That system is 141-88, 62%, 12% ROI this year. If you're a non-division road favorite off a win, taking in line movement, those teams are 73-45, 62%, with a 6% ROI this year. And in particular, I mentioned this as a value play on the Dodgers. You're getting a really good team at a very short price. Again, I got them minus 120 at Caesars. A lot of books are minus 125, but we're used to the Dodgers being minus 180, minus 200, minus 250. When they are a short value favorite, minus 125 or less, they're 8-0 this year. So it shows that it pays to back them when they're laying a short number. Hopefully we can make that 9-0. Dodgers have the better bats. They're hitting 260, 341 on base, 526 runs scored. Phillies hitting 236, 402 on base, 443 runs scored. By the way, Lauer, ever since he got picked up, I think from the Blue Jays, he's made 7 starts, and the Dodgers are 7-0 in those games. He's given up 3 earned runs or less in all 7 starts. And on the other hand, Aaron Nola has not been great this year. The Phillies are 1-5 in his last 6 starts, and at home he's 0-3 with a 6.50 ERA. So pick-em type game. The line's moving up toward the Dodgers on the road. Good splits, ton of good systems. Hopefully Lauer greater than Nola. We have a 17% sharp mush edge on the Dodgers from our friends at Juice Reel. And then also when I popped open Rhythm, I noticed 2 Rhythm recommendations both lighting up on the Dodgers. So again, kind of a value play here. A good team at a short price. Not just a public play, but a line move play. I took the Dodgers minus 120 again at Caesars. Shop around a lot of books now minus 125. So Red Sox early, first game. Diamondbacks Dodgers. Let's try to get 2 out of 3, eke out a winning day. So that about does it for episode 553 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. This is the part of the pod where we wrap things up, and I always start first by saying thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for grinding in the arena with me through the winning days, the losing days, the hot streaks, the cold streaks, the ups and downs. But we are committed to making sharp, data-driven bets, playing the long game, and that means a lot to me. Because I know you guys are busy. You got a lot going on. There's a lot of podcasts you can listen to, but you listen to this one, so I appreciate you out there. If you do want to help me grow this podcast, please, could you give it a 5-star review on Spotify or iTunes? Those 5-star reviews definitely help. You want to leave a comment, click the rate and review. You want to click the follow button, recommend the pod to a friend, or retweet or like the pod when I tweet it out on X every day. Any or all of those things would be very much appreciated. Next, if you enjoy this style of sports betting breakdown, data-driven, sharp contrarian betting, you're interested in looking at the numbers, seeing what they're saying, reading the tea leaves, making data analytical plays. If this style of betting has appealed to you, you've been provided a blueprint, and now you want to learn more about data-driven betting, or you have someone in your life who could use some data-driven tips, or maybe they got a birthday coming up, or whatever, or maybe you don't have to have a reason, just drop some knowledge on them. Go to Amazon.com, type in the Everything Guide to Sports Betting, or type in the NFL Sharp Betting Playbook. Those are the 2 books that I've written. Very proud of both. If you want to grab one or both of them, bring in the sports book. I'll sign them for you. I'll buy you a beer, maybe a shot after last night, shot or 2, and we'll sweat some games together. Wouldn't that be fun? Next, have you downloaded Rhythm and Juice Reel yet? My 2 favorite sports betting apps. You got to download both. They're great. Rhythm for their AI-backed models and predictions for game bets and player props. I always feel more confident when I break down a game, identify a sharp side, and then Rhythm backs me up and says, yeah, the AI model also likes that side. So it's just a great additional box to check off. And then Juice Reel. So many great features. You can sync up your sports books, get a running report card of your action, keeps you honest, gives you the daily breakdown, little calendar to show you your wins and losses and give you more insight into your bets. But then also you can get the Robo Jackson best bet picks, the Sharp Mush indicators, the arbitrage plays, the shop for the best line futures. And if you also want to support the pod, because this pod is free, it costs you nothing to listen. Well, if you want to support and tip your podcast hosts, go sign up for a week or more of the ASG best bet picks. You can get them right from the Juice Reel app for $9.99 a week. That's $1.42 a day, or $24.99 for a month. That is 83 cents a day. You'll get the plays early, you'll support the pod, and you'll be contributing to my daughter's upcoming child care fund. So download Rhythm, download Juice Reel, give them both a 5-star review in the App Store. Lastly, Odds Logic. It's the best live odds page around. If you're a serious sports bettor, even if you're not that serious, you just want to leg up, you got to have the Odds Logic live odds page to be able to track the market in real time. It'll give you all the games in front of you to bet on, live in-game wagering odds, live scoring, and most importantly, all the work you're going to do to decide who to bet on. A lot of it comes from the odds page. It gives you that opening column that never changes, just shows you the opening number, all the current odds to the right. You can immediately see which direction the line has moved. You can pull up the line history. You can shop around, find the best number. You can do it all with Odds Logic. So if you ever want to give it a shot, use this special link, oddslogic.com/Josh123. That's going to give you a 7-day free trial and 50% off your first month of service. So that about does it, guys. As always, 2 final thoughts. 1, whether I see you at the Borgata in Atlantic City, Twin River in Rhode Island, the Brook in New Hampshire, Foxwoods or Mohegan Sun down in Connecticut, at the Encore in Boston, Plain Ridge Park Casino, MGM Springfield, or the Nash in my neck of the woods on the border of Massachusetts and New Hampshire, or out in the desert where the true grinders get down, where Billy Walters sends his number runners, where the lowest juice possible is found at the South Point, or sweating sharp contrarian plays, jumping in the stadium swim pool when you cash a big ticket at Circa. Wherever it may be, you're going to walk up to me. We're going to rip a shot. We're going to take our Braves, Nats, and Seattle Mariners tickets, rip them up, recycle them, and pray to the betting gods that we bounce back today. How about that? But again, first one's on me, next one's on you, looking for a bounce back day. So as always, guys, coming off an 0-3 or a 3-0, a 2-1 or a 1-2, a great night, a terrible night, a hot streak, a cold streak. We can't get too high and mighty when we go 3-0. We can't be down in the dumps too much when we're 0-3. It's all part of betting. It's all part of life. Sometimes you have great days where everything goes your way. Sometimes terrible days, nothing goes your way. But the beauty of betting is every day you got a new opportunity to hopefully cash some tickets. So as always, we're looking for those system plays, those model plays where we can simultaneously be against the public, with the house, with the pros, flat bet, avoid parlays, and get that CLV. If we can do that, we're going to be successful sports bettors. So I hope everyone has a fantastic Wednesday. We'll be right back at it tomorrow for a Big Thirsty Thursday. That'll be episode 554 of the All Systems Go Sports Betting Podcast, powered by Rhythm. Good luck, everybody, and have a great Wednesday.